Hi guys, welcome back once again to the Mastery Academy. As you are well quite aware that Mastery Academy is solving up questions related to the Wipro Elite examinations 2026. There are various sections here involving the aptitudinal part, logical part, verbal ability, and also the coding section, which involves the coding questions. We are dealing up with the aptitudinal part, and this is the topic that we are going to cover the questions belonging to one of the important part that you can expect the questions from in any of the MNC based assessment examination, time and work. We have also solved some questions related to time and distance, basic questions, and a little complicated questions. We have divided those into types. So check out the previous video too and let us know whatever your thoughts are with respect to the input that we are providing. So that's it for the sectional part. Now we'll start up dealing with the question. So time and work, this is one of the important topic. Like I said, you can expect about 2 to 3 questions in your examination, and the important part here is the management of time. A large number of candidates usually have a difficulty with respect to this particular topic of time and work with respect to the time. Now remember guys, it is not that you will not be able to get the answer to this question. Definitely you will get the answer, but you have to get that answer within a prescribed amount of time. So always make sure that you have previously practiced some questions belonging to this particular topic. Only then you will be able to solve these questions with ease. So now before jumping on to the formulas and everything, I would like to remind you once again what the exact concept of work is. See, we have been studying about work. See, don't need to mug up the formulas, don't by heart the formulas, understand the questions and try to apply on the basis. See, work, as we have been reading about work, time, energy. So work basically is nothing but the force required to move an object. On a short basis, if I can write this, work can be written as force into displacement. This is the formula for work that we have already studied in physics. The same formula applies here too, but only on a mathematical sense. For example, there is a MNC. For example, there is a MNC and there are about 100 men who are working there, 100 employees, men and women included. 100 people are working in a company. So they are working for a period of 25 days. Remember, there are 100 men or people who are working for a period of 25 days, and every day they work for about 8 hours. Just for instance, consider this particular situation. 100 people are working for 25 days and 8 hours per day. If you had your own company or own MNC, definitely you would have paid the employees for the amount of work that they are doing. Even when you get selected, the company will not pay you for sitting idle or for doing nothing. You have to work there. So the amount of work that you have done, on the basis of that, your pay will be decided by the company. So here, if you want to determine the amount of work done, it is very simple. 100 people, total number of people, how many people are there? 100 people. They are working for how much? They are working for 25 days. Remaining days they are not working. They are not concerned about any of the reason. They are working only for 25 days, and every day they are working for what? 8 hours. So if you want the total work done, we have to calculate all these instances. So basically we do what? 100 into 25 into 8. So 100 multiplied with 25 multiplied with 8. That will give us what? The exact amount of work done. So 25 into 8, that is nothing but 200. So 2000. Okay, 200 into 1000 is 20,000. Sorry. So this will give us the amount of work. Now remember, there are various formulas. Number of candidates, remember the formula for work as number of people into number of days into number of hours, and keep on shifting. Now remember, this is the only formula that you will be applying. Depending on the question, you will have to just change the instance. You will have to just change up the application part. Now if there were 10 people who would have worked only for 10 days, okay, if 10 people are working for 10 days and every day they are working only for 2 hours, then the amount of work that is calculated is 10 people into 10 days into 2 hours. Okay, the amount of work done is nothing but the total calculation part. So the formula that you will be utilizing here is the same formula, force into distance. Here force determines number of people, okay, number of hours and everything. There is only one formula. If I write this on a different basis, work done can be written as number of people into number of days into number of hours, P into D into H. Now this is the only formula that we will be using here for type 1 kind of questions. Today I am dealing with a very basic set of questions which are going to be solved only on the direct formula base. Now coming back to the question. A can do a work in 15 days and B in 20 days. If they work on it together for 4 days, then the fraction of work that is left is. Now understand one thing here. Work and time, they are inversely related to each other. Suppose if a person is working more, if a person is working more than the time consumed by the person to complete that task will be what? Less. If you're working hard, then the time will be what? Very short. If you are working slowly in the laziness or some other proper reason, if you're not working correctly, then the time consumption will be keeping on increasing. So work and time, they are both inversely related to each other. If time increases, the work is less. If time reduces, work increases. This is the main thing. Now here about the conversion part. Say 15 days. If an individual is working totally for a period of 15 days, then the amount of work done by him in one day is nothing but 1 upon 15. Say 15 days means if I drop a circle here on a rough sense, there are 15 parts in a circle. Okay, 15 days we are drawing the complete work, breaking it down into 15 parts. So 1 day's work is what? 1 upon 15. Out of 15 we are considering only 1 day. So 1 upon 15. This will be what? 1 day's work. In the same sense, if a person is working for 20 days, just as B is working here, so amount of 1 day's work done by B will be how much? 1 day's work of B will be given by 1 upon 20. So A and B both are working together. Okay, they are working together. Now let us calculate totally in 1 day what is the amount of work done by both A and B. So 1 day's work done by both A and B is the amount of work done by A, that is nothing but 1 upon 15, and the amount of work done by B in 1 day. So 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 20, the LCM will turn out to be what? 20 to 10 to 5. Sorry, I think it is. So 15, 22, 15, 10, 2, 5, 3 and 5. 5 into 3, 15, 15 into 2, 30, 30 into 2, 60. So don't hurry up. If you are comfortable with this traditional method, it is okay. But remember, here the short trick is nothing. With practice, you will definitely come to understand what the LCM will be. So here it will turn out to be 60. So 15 into 4 and 20 into 3. 4 plus of 3, that is nothing but 7. 7 upon 60. That is 1 day's work done by both A and B. Now they are working totally for what? 4 days. So 1 day's work is 7 upon 60. For 4 days if they are working, will multiply 4 into 7 upon 60. So 7 upon 15. 7 upon 15. This is the amount of work that is done by A and B all together in 4 days. Now the question that they are asking is how much is the amount of work left. So here the complete work, we consider that to be what? Complete work is given by 1. Complete work is 1. The amount of work that has already been completed is nothing but 7 upon 15. So whatever remaining is we have to calculate. So 1 minus 7 upon 15, 8 upon 15. So 8 upon 15 is the amount of work that is remaining. Option number D. Okay. Now remember here, please do not confuse yourself. Those who have a well-versed practice with this particular subject, time and work, taking reciprocal, any other short tricks, if you have well practiced, that is okay. But if you do not have any practice, there is nothing too exceptional or too complex in these particular questions. Just a simple formula of work done, and depending on the reading of the question, you will have to assimilate and you will have to apply. Okay, so the number of days, 15 days, the amount of work will be what? Reciprocal of that is shortcut. But see, 15 days total, it is 15. If you want to calculate only 1 day part, you are taking one piece out of a cake. Okay, cake has totally been cut out into 15 different pieces, so one piece means 1 upon 15 in the same sense. Okay, a very simple and basic question. Now coming back to the next question on the same format. So 30 men take 20 days to complete a job working 9 hours a day. How many hours a day should 40 men work to complete the job? Now understand one thing here. A number of candidates, usually they ask one particular kind of question. So work done and work done are both and same whenever you are working on one particular problem. So W1 is equal to W2. So W1 is given by number of people into number of days into number of hours. So W1 will be P1 D1 H1. W2 would be given by P2 D2 and H2. Now remember, W1 is equal to W2. When we should consider that? See, it is given in the question. If you do not find any other method to solve the question, usually candidates then they jump onto this particular formula. So don't get confused. If you read the question, you will understand. Here there is only one work that they are talking about, only one activity. 30 men, 20 days and 9 hours. Same work. If 30 men are working, the amount of work done will be same. Then same work, 40 men. If 40 men are working, how many hours is the total duration? That is what he is asking. So here in this question, there is only one work. The number of people are varying. Number of people, number of days and number of hours is different in the first case, and number of people, number of days and number of hours are different in the second case. The work is same. So W1 and W2, they are nothing new. Same only. Work is equal to work. Just like writing 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equals to 2, work is equal to work. Now there are two different groups here. First group with number of people 30, second group with number of people 40. So work done is given by what? 30 men. If they are working for how many days? 20 days. If they are working for what? 9 hours. Definitely we are only going to pay the people as long as they are working. There are totally 24 hours. If you are working only for 2 hours, the company will pay you according to the work for 2 hours. If you are working for 24 hours, they will pay you according to the time, OT, overtime. Okay. So this is the work done for 30 men. Now if there are 40 men who are working for same many, okay, 40 men in what? 20 days. Now here in this question, in the second statement here, they have not mentioned the number of days. Here only 40 men and how many hours, the quantity of hours we have to calculate, but the total number of days they have not mentioned. So here they have clearly mentioned 20 days. Now we will have to assume that these 20 days will apply for both 30 men and also for 40 men, 20 days. So 40, number of people, number of days and number of hours is what we have to calculate. So if you want to calculate the number of hours, so this will be what? 30 into 9 upon 40. So that will be 27 upon 4 hours. 27 upon 4 hours. So 6.7. Okay, 27 upon 4 is 6.7 hours. A very basic question. Please do not get confused with respect to the formulas. There is only one formula. Depending on the question, you will have to apply. I hope it is clear, guys. Now before moving on to the new question, those who are interested, keen to join up with the assessment training program and skills MNC based interview preparations and placement guidance, you can join us. Soon the batches are going to launch up. Mastery Academy conducts its session on our very own application that is available on Google Play Store. If you want to prepare for assessment examination, we have the first batch, assessment training batch. Here we provide training for all those students who want to enter into MNC through these examinations. Okay, MNC examinations such as Superset, AMCAT, InfyTQ, TCS, NQT, Merck Metal, Cognizant's, Gen C, Wipro's examination, or any of the other examinations through assessment preparation. If you want to join in, you can join the assessment batch. The batch will be conducted for 45 days. Okay, 45 days program for both skills training and also for the assessment examination. Both you will be given the access for 6 months. You can stay in touch with Mastery Academy for a period of 6 months. Examinations, PDF, tests, okay, mock questions and everything, all will be dealt with. The second batch is the skills training placement guidance batch. Here will prepare you for the complete details, okay, the etiquettes, how you have to prepare for the interviews, how you have to look for interviews, how you have to apply, where are the job notifications coming on a legal sense, what kind of a job you're looking for, what actually is happening with the job, why you're not getting job, how to actually look for that, and then how to respond, how to talk, which are the different stages of interviews, how you have to communicate with HR. Okay, all these things will be covered up in the skills training and placement guidance program. Another is for the master's examination, those who want to make out a career at the ACE level of institutes such as IIMs, okay, IITs, Xavier's, and Christ University's MBA. If you want to do MBA through these examinations, CAT, GMAT, SNAP, NMAT, CMAT, definitely you can join the Mastery Academy. For further info, you can contact us at the contact number. Having said that, we'll move on to the next question. So the same question, same type of question is what we are dealing with. Susan can type 10 pages in 5 minutes. Mary can type 5 pages in 10 minutes. Working together, how many pages can they type in 30 minutes? Okay, now always remember guys, whenever you read the questions, first try to understand that. And once again, I would like to highlight, if you have practiced these questions on a previous sense, only then you will be able to understand on a quick basis, or else they will definitely consume time. So by reading questions directly, don't jump on to applying of formulas. Okay, there is no direct formula application. You will have to assimilate, understand, and then apply. See here, Susan can type 10 pages in 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, she can type in what, 10 pages. So for 1 minute, how many pages can Susan type? 10 upon 5, 2 pages. Susan is typing 10 pages for 5 minutes. For 1 minute, she will type in what? 2 pages, 10 upon 5. In the same case, Mary, she can type 5 pages in 10 minutes. So in 1 minute, what is the number of work done or number of pages done by Mary? It is nothing but 5 upon 10, 5 minutes, 10 pages. So 1 upon 2, I can write that as 0.5 pages, half page. Yes, so in 1 minute, Mary can type in half page, 0.5 page. In 1 minute, Susan can type in 2 pages. So in 1 minute, if they both work together, she'll type 2 pages, she'll type half a page. So in 1 minute, both Mary and Susan, the work done will be what? 2 plus of 0.5. Both together, if they start typing up the pages, 2.5 pages they will complete up in 1 minute. Yes, in 1 minute. So how many pages can they type in 30 minutes? So if they are typing in 2.5 pages in 1 minute, in 30 minutes, the number of pages that they can type in is what? 2.5 into 30. So 25 into 3 is nothing but 75. 75 pages. Option number C. Okay, very simple questions, time and work. These are the type 1 kind of questions, and always remember, don't directly jump on to applying formulas. Try to understand, and these are the only basic questions they will be asked. You have completed graduation. In MNC assessment examinations, they are not looking for complete experts on these subjects. Only those candidates who are able to follow up the basic understanding level. That is also part with coding too. Okay, don't indulge too much into coding. Basic necessity and basic understanding is what they are looking for. So these are the 3 questions, type 1 question, basic questions. I hope you have understood. Stay tuned with the Mastery Academy to continue up with the type 2 or a little bit complex kind of questions. So that's it for today. Thank you once again for joining the Mastery Academy. See you again in the next session. Take care guys. Bye.